Hey love bugs, let's get into this recap of the game, and a very interesting game it was. So the Cleveland Browns come off of a 24-10 win against the Las Vegas Raiders and are at home in Cleveland against the San Francisco 49ers. First quarter got off to a very energetic and animated buzz. The 49ers scored their first touchdown as well as their field goal, giving it 7-0 in the first quarter. The defense, they did their job, held them complete quarter, 0. No, there weren't any points on the boards from the Cleveland Browns, but the defense was able to maintain and hold them. It was a very strong hold. Good job, defense. Second quarter was a little different. In the second quarter, we began to see the offense shift and move, and Shedeur Sanders did an excellent job in moving the ball down the field. To our dismay, he was able to throw a touchdown, and again, Kevin Stefanski pulls him out of the game. Instead of doing a 2-point conversion with your quarterback, we go with the Wildcat using Quinshon Judkins. Luckily, Quinshon tapped into the end zone and was able to count those 2 points, because it looked real scary with the defense pushing him back and holding him from getting the 2 points. The 2 points were cleared, points made, that then put the Browns up in the second quarter, 8-7. Shedeur continued to perform. There was a sack, and there were some overthrows, and let's get into that. So even with everything that is transpiring, we now have a score of 8-7. Cleveland Browns are up, second quarter. The wide receiver core and their hands, I don't understand. And what is very telling is the same consistent wide receivers who cannot seem to catch the ball. Jerry Jeudy. Now, Jerry Jeudy had the audacity to be on the sidelines going at it with Shedeur Sanders about what he is seeing in the plays. The audacity. Sir, you have confirmed to the world today that you are an op. Never in any of the games that Dillon Gabriel played did you ever address, approach, dispute, debate, confront, or speak to having an issue. As a matter of fact, every press conference, anytime anybody asked you anything, anytime you were on the sideline, it was easy peasy. You were excited about your quarterback, you're willing to support him. And today, you got on national TV on the sideline and showed your ass with Shedeur Sanders. Are you serious? As you did Skip to Malu down the field, causing a well-thrown pass, which could have been a touchdown, turn into the world's sloppiest, floppiest fumble of all time. Now, I am not at all surprised. I'm going to tell you why I'm not at all surprised, because the preamble to this game was Mary Kay Cabot and her bullshit about Dillon Gabriel needs to go back in. Well, this is very fitting. It would serve the narrative. Let's go ahead and stir the pot. We can't have too much of a good thing. Last week was a good performance, and I know everyone continues to try to scream and holler that Las Vegas was a crappy team. Here's a news flash. According to everyone else, Cleveland Browns was a crappy team too. So there is that. Howsoever, Mary Kay Cabot and her continuous flip-flop. Yes, let's go with Shedeur. No, let's not go with Shedeur. Yes, let's go with Shedeur. No, let's not go with Shedeur. It is very apparent that Kevin Stefanski has a very defiant stronghold and an assembled cast of characters whose job is to do nothing else but to manipulate, coerce, and direct this narrative to ensure that Shedeur Sanders is not successful. Now, I said that they're attempting to do that because ultimately the performance that is out on the field, it is left up to Shedeur. And as we know, Shedeur is not going to want anybody to write off his lack of performance or anything he does, anything short of, it was his responsibility. So I will not even give these other people the benefit of saying they took anything from him. But we are going to stay in the truth, and we are going to say what is the obvious. And the obvious is this. Jerry Jeudy, you are not part of the one band, one sound. You showed us that last week. You've shown us every game. I don't know who you were about a Pro Bowl position, but this year, I don't know who got to you, homeboy. I don't know who passed you some instructions. I don't know what you and Kevin Stefanski are talking about, but it is very evident you're not playing with your team. You're not playing with your team at all. Not at all. And as a vet, you ain't caught enough balls this year to be standing in anybody's face, whether they are a rookie quarterback or a veteran quarterback. Get your sticky finger situation together, hold on to some balls, get into the end zone, make some touchdowns. Then you be in a position where you can come back and have anything to say. But the audacity for you to be on the sideline and approach and talk to Shedeur Sanders in the manner in which you did so badly that Pochik had to come and step between you and send you on your way. And let me tell you who we didn't see come over there and try to say anything about it. We didn't see your head coach come over there. We didn't see any of that come over there because we already know and we understand. And we see what's going on here. And that's fine. Special teams didn't do their job today. They didn't do their job today. Nope. Those turnovers were costly, and that's just what it was. Shedeur getting sacked, that didn't help either. Wide receivers not catching the balls, that didn't help either. But here we are. It's still one band, one sound because the team lost together. The Cleveland Browns did not win. Shedeur had a total of 16 for 25. He was 149 yards throwing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and he had 3 sacks. And his rating this game was 93.6, which lets us know he was performing well. There's some things he can continue to fix, but in terms of the position of the quarterback, he did what he was supposed to do. Now, how do we take care of this division? Because last week we were one band, one sound. This week we've got some rebels. Jerry Jeudy, you ain't that and that ain't this. And I don't care what anybody says. You are an op. You're an op. Aditi, the reporter, is an op. Mary Kay Cabot is an op. It's very apparent. It is very apparent. The sabotage, the lack of performance, the lack of concentration. There is no way in hell you can tell me someone who is a Pro Bowler, that someone who successfully has caught lots of balls this year, for whatever reason, you can't seem to do it. And I am just perplexed that you had the audacity to walk over there and say anything to Shedeur Sanders. And not only did you say something to him, it was the manner and the tone in which you did, so much so that he had to stand up while he was talking to you. He's 23, but he's a grown-ass man. And until you are able to catch some balls and get into the end zone with a +6 behind your name, you can just shut the hell up. We don't see you, we don't hear you. And Kevin Girl, this temper tantrum that you are having and using your team as a playground to explore and demonstrate it, understand, it's a shelf life on all of that. Your days are numbered. It's a lot of people that are out there on the field that you're trying to sabotage. They are going to be here and you will be gone. Word. All right, love bugs, I ain't gonna hold you. Protect your peace and your mental health.